We are live. Hello, everybody. I don't know how to do anything else anymore. Welcome to tonight's episode of Homeward, the Nerd Asylum's Starfinder actual live game. Here with our chaotic group of players and mildly chaotic, mildly lost DM. So
Doing our best.
We're all a little lost.
we're all doing our best. Yeah, we're all doing our best. But
You good?
yeah, I also like very loud noises over here, as if there was somebody in the apartment talking loudly, which, as you may imagine, startled the fuck out of me because I am alone right now in the apartment.
Ghosts. I bet you don't feel so alone now, though.
I am terrified right now.
You have us.
I get
Not
it was
that
like
it's better.
I'm gonna die here right now, live in front of people.
Oh no!
For the internet.
For the death of Secret.
Either way,
I would cry.
I'd be
Me too.
so sad.
last where we left off in Homeward,
Like a month ago.
more or less, yeah. The crewmates of this ship, which we don't have a name yet, I think. Don't remember if you guys got a name of it yet.
It's a ship.
We know it's a ship.
I know
It's got
that.
a real-
Ship.
Woke up without any memories of who you are, where you are, what's going on, and have been trying to figure out all of those answers as you're trying to also evade some of the unfortunate undead crewmates. After some finding more survivors, figuring out a bit more, and eventually getting to the bridge, along with people that seem to have been part of the bridge crew, you got to the helm, at least one of you got to the helm, and began trying to move around the ship to maybe get out of wherever you are. And immediately found out that there were some issues, at least with the power that was needed for the engines. And as you were doing that, another of these mysterious waves of this greenish energy came out from the star. And in a moment of trying to think what's happening, one of these crewmates, known as S, thought maybe like if this has happened before, or if he knew anything about it, they knew anything about it. And a very cruel story came to its mind, a very cruel tale. So, back on the bridge of this ship, with some other officers and individuals along with you, trying to figure out what's going on. And at the helm, we have Mac. That's right,
Amos Mac, yeah.
In the helm, and S just a couple of steps behind him. What you will do?
Can I request a quick pause before we get too into this? Ray, I don't know if you intend this, but the name you have chosen for yourself for
Oh,
Zoom
exciting!
is visible on.
It's usually not. Thank you for letting me know.
I didn't know if you wanted that one to be your name for the episode.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm not ashamed.
We got weird names. Don't worry.
It's a holdover from Anthropocene earlier this week.
Okay.
Yeah, there should be an adjustment for that, but I don't know how to do any of that. So yeah.
Well, I have some of it adjusted. I think phase is also visible, but I'm not good at adjusting this.
That's fine with mine
It's fine,
being.
totally fine.
Mine's all right.
It's fine. I just
fine.
wanted to make sure that everyone was okay with your name showing, because it is for a couple of you. Okay, most people.
Yeah.
We're doing our best.
Please continue.
Back into it.
Can I get the chat? Sorry.
So, I know that there's a lot going on right now, but we should probably get the ship back in functioning order.
Well, that seems to be the best way to make this thing, move again. So yeah.
Well, that and if we stay where we are for a few more days, we won't be here anymore.
Well, considering the gravity well, yeah, I probably could have told you that one.
That star's gonna blow up.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do we have, life support and things of that nature?
Well, at
On the
least two
ship?
of us don't need it.
Well,
I don't
Okay,
know if I
well-
need it.
I don't know if I need it.
Can you
now that I
breathe?
think about it.
I think that's when we left off. We realized that two of us don't need to breathe.
I definitely told you were an android.
Yeah, me being it is totally obvious.
Yeah. You were like, it's like, what am I? And it's like, yeah, you're an android. I want you to know that for sure.
Yeah.
S has not quite divulged that yet. But I know of it.
I still don't know if bugs breathe.
Do we have to do a quick Google?
Bugs do breathe because
Okay.
they can drown. Not all of them. Like
Hold
ants.
on, let me pull up Google
Racist.
here.
Well, while you continue being, I'll go and inspect if Sheeran breathe. I am sure they do because there's nothing that said that they can survive without air. Yes, they do need breathing
I've
and food
literally
and
just
everything.
Typed in
do need it.
bugs, and it's the first thing that pops up.
A lot of
Fun
people have this
fact.
questioning.
Ants
Yes!
related to lobsters, and they can hold their breath longer than most bugs.
So,
Ants related to blood. Move
S-
on.
The
S
short
would
answer is yes, bugs do breathe.
S turns to, I don't think we've learned your name. I think we've just got N for you right now.
We said
Mac's name,
I
technically.
did said that at some point, the first two sessions you guys would roll to remember, but now whenever you feel like it's story appropriate, you remember your name. You don't need to every session roll to see if you remember your name.
It's stitched onto the inside of the coat I'm wearing.
Yeah, the one that's burned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look there.
So if we've got life supports, I'm assuming that they'd be somewhere close to engineering, which is malfunctioning.
Yeah.
So bad.
Very bad.
Hmm.
But we may be able to do something. So we know the fact that it's malfunctioning. I can pull up any sort of maps, maybe see databases on where exactly the safest routes, if the computers are picking that up. I can definitely tell you which ones are broken and inaccessible, which may be areas we want to avoid. It's something. But that would be the manual areas from my understanding.
Null reaches out and puts a hand on S's shoulder, gives a very serious look. It sounds like you understand what that means, but just tell me where to go, and I'll see if I can remember anything useful. I'm not quite sure what my job is or was on this particular boat we're on, but I'm sure it was something very technological, and I believe in my own capabilities.
I believe I know how to drive this thing. That's about it.
Well, I think right now, given what we know about that, and he points over to where all the light from the star is, we have to get to the energy core. And energy core, I think, would be in engineering. That is, I think, where all the maintenance stuff at least starts. We have to get to the core of the ship, repair it, so that way we can move and get away from that as soon as possible. That is our big thing.
I have some
Understood.
tools. I
Seems like a
don't
plan.
I don't know what they're all for, but I have some tools that I can help with, maybe.
That's going to be very important to have. Tools is important. I don't have much on me.
I have
maybe
dirt in my pockets.
Really?
You're
That's more than I got.
You hear the steps from the group of the officers that have been checking other systems. and it has been the Lashunta that went to the like communications, inner communications computer of the ship. I heard some of what you were saying. Well, we heard some of what you were saying. At least we can confirm that life support is functional in most of the ship. We're just checking, and there are like different sections of engineering. If you want to go to the core, we could try to guide you from over here.
Do you have a map that you can pull up?
Yeah, actually, and he points like to the center of the bridge. So the bridge, in the very center, there's this very large table that seemed like the base of it, the table part of it was like flickering. And now you see that some of them have been like toying with it a bit. And now there's a visual holographic representation of the ship. This table, it's like...
It's a map.
It's like a 4 feet tall, large.
Okay.
Like it's a very large table where you can see and you can stand around it and move around the ship to the point that you can either have like the holographic projection of the ship in front of you, and you can rotate it.
Very much imagining Avatar.
Star Wars. Yeah, that thing from the Avatar movies.
Yeah.
But definitely Mac just stands over and goes, "Yep, that's a map."
So, I'm going to ask a weird question. I know that this isn't how it actually works, but because of the flavor of it, I have Infosphere integration. Can I basically dock into this map and download what I'm seeing?
Can I download the ship map to my brain? Is that what you're asking?
Bluetooth to the.
Can I Bluetooth the map?
Roll computers.
All right. I can do this. I dropped it. Another die.
Gone.
Natural 20! Ah! Okay, wait. It is going to be a total of 32.
It's gonna be fucking
It's gonna be a stupid number, but it's a natural 20, so give it to me.
32. That's
32.
What the high level fucking rogue does in 5e. Okay, yeah. You go to the computer panel and you begin typing a few things, and you do this kind of unconsciously. And as you're doing that, suddenly in your eyes, you can see the map. And with that fucking roll, I'm going to say that you do have at your disposal very detailed map of what this map has available for you. You have it entirely on the ship. So you can even like position yourself, like after a few seconds, you can be like, I am in here.
She's got like this little like "you are here" marker that moves through the ship with her.
You have a fucking mini map now.
That's awesome.
Attached.
It displays over in your HUD.
Yeah, I see it behind my glasses.
Yes.
Yeah, you can adjust it, and yeah, you have that.
All right. Thank you for that. I think we'll be able to get to where we need to go, and I can. Is there a comms idea that I can tap into if we need to reach to you? I know how to operate the comms system.
Hey, yeah, give me a moment. Actually, there's various comm stations, and there should be even one in engineering. At least you mentioned the core, right?
Yeah, we're heading to the core.
I mean, if we get there, I might be able to fix it.
The Lashunta nods, goes to the comm stations. Like, yeah, I think there should be even a comm station there, and he begins like moving some of the things. Like, yeah, in every main hallway, but a direct comm, I don't think we have one. Then
a comm link or engineering? Pretty sure you have an engineering.
If there's
a comm link,
if there's a direct link to the bridge, that's all the ID that I need, so that way I can link it.
You see from the group, a Megon like security officer with the golden and silver and red uniform that was with Kay, with Kasinkara before, approaches you and says, well, if you're gonna go out there, here, and he offers like a comlink piece that goes to the ear.
Okay.
Apparently among some of us, we have this, surely there should be more around, but we figure out more and try to contact the rest of the others.
I can keep an eye out if we pass any bodies and see if there's...
That's exactly what I was going to say. What is your name?
S.
S, right?
Yeah.
I don't have a name yet. I gotta remember that as a person. I don't have a name yet.
I think...
We haven't found that.
Yeah. I
We haven't
think
found anything with my name.
Sankara and S are the ones that for sure figured out their names in the last
Yeah.
sessions.
It's just me and then Mac doesn't even have a clue what it starts with.
Thanks. And I'm gonna put the comm on.
If we find any dead bodies with comm links, we'll take them.
Yeah, I'm sure I can figure them out and connect them if they aren't already connected.
Just remember that some of those bodies might be wandering around now, the hallways. We'll try to see if we can
Oh, right.
change,
Some
if
of
we
the
can
bodies
adjust
aren't
anything
dead.
here to guide you, but we'll figure out. Any news that we get for you, we'll let you know.
All right. I'll keep posted.
Right. Well,
Right, you, the map. S, I guess we follow you.
Yeah. I've got it this way.
I'll like stand up from the chair and like smack S on the back.
I stumble forward. He's tall. He's like 6 foot, but he's very awkward.
I think we established that I'm the tallest one, at like
You
6'7", yeah.
Yeah. You are the tallest.
I am the tallest boy.
corn-fed freaks. Y'all.
Yeah.
Am I the
So-
shortest at 5'11"?
No, I'm 5'10".
Okay.
I'm the
our
shortest.
party literally just goes
5'10".
like this. That's it.
I think that because of the antennae of Kasinkara, she might be even a bit taller than Knowles with all his antenna.
Yeah. Even the antenna, like, just don't add to the height.
They stick out, not up.
But
So
yeah, I think S is going to. He's got what he needs from this area. He doesn't seem that he needs anything else. He's going to start heading out, trying to find way back to the core.
the exit to the bridge is like just one. There's only one exit area, that just the elevators.
Mhm.
And from the map you're seeing, you see that the bridge is, this section of the bridge might be like the only thing in this level area, apart of some maintenance stuff and X and Y. And from the elevator, you go down, and seeing this, now with this information you have, the thing that I clarify myself about the different sections of the ship, now that somebody has that fucking map in their head the entire time.
You let me roll, man.
I'll let you roll. I was not expecting a natural 20.
No, hold on. We have to get Sakura's like, he's got to pull up the actual map to tell us where we're going.
Right?
Oh, I don't have an actual map yet. So you see that for the engine area and at least the power, the core area where there's the energy going to the engines, you have to go directly to the engineering main section, which would be going down to the decks that are the recreation and living area where you left all those survivors. Then past that, go another deck below and hit more toward the back of the ship. So you have to
Can't wait to see the survivors and find out they're all dead now.
No.
you will have to go a long way to get to this section. But with the map, you can even in your hut, you can trace the quickest area, taking the elevators, some stairs, and move in a more direct path without having to go into any of the other sections.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have weapons, or
Um,
am I the only one?
I've got
pistol.
I've got one too.
Okay.
Of us, did I pick up that? I've got this sword apparently that I picked up.
I've got
You do have that weapon with you for some reason.
I've got my. I assume that it's my knife. I found it.
Oh, this is definitely not my sword.
Yeah.
I definitely got this off of somebody else at some point.
I don't. I found the pistol. I picked it up. I've got this knife. And those are the weapons that I have.
Okay.
Stick.
You have a stick.
I have. Yes. This piece of rebar. My trick knee. Apparently, I have that. Was giving me a bit of a trouble. But I'm sure I could thwomp someone if I needed to.
With a stick, yeah, that would
Second.
be a good use for a stick.
Second.
Yeah.
To get back to the engine room where we're heading for the core,
Yeah.
is there a way that my path can lead us to where I had picked up? No.
Yeah. Yeah. Without taking much of a detour, you could go through that area.
Cool. I want to do that.
Okay.
Can't wait to get punched in the face by a zombie and somehow remember my name out of it. That's gonna be great.
So
Narrative
you
moments.
Yeah.
I can't wait to figure out what all these tools are for, because some of them are tiny and sharp, and others are like a
Can't wait to
screwdriver.
figure out. Yeah, can't wait to figure out how I know how to fly the ship. That'll be an interesting moment.
So you begin making your way across the hallways, and eventually, because of the path you trace, you also go to the living area, and you see people here are still in the same situation of trying to figure out anything at this moment, getting answers. But you also hear in the comms, like in a speakers coming from what you assume is the bridge, the voice of this Lashunta you were talking before, like saying that, hey, we're back on the bridge. We're trying to figure out a solution of getting us in a safe place. Everybody just call them. We are already in a safe place. Don't need to worry. Trying to give a reassuring speech, but also like fumbling because he's also lost.
Mm-hmm.
Please remain calm. We are not lost. We are fine.
It is that.
Emergency. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest gathering point.
You also see that there's a few more crewmates and survivors, and this place begins to be quite packed with people as you move across. Again, all kinds of races, all kinds of people, and eventually you pass the living area and begin getting into the corridors that connect this, and going into another deck below.
Does anybody recognize any of us? Or are they all fumbling around for their own names, much like we are?
There's recognition as in like, hey, I seen you pass. Like when you walk across the infirmary, there's some that like look at you and they're like, oh yeah,
that's the guy that was in that coma.
Yeah, but he's like, yeah, and that's it. There's yet nobody that is like recognized like by a name or anything. Just people gathering. Now you see a bit more clear the groups of like people dressed with the same kind of uniform. Some spraying themselves, trying to help with what they think they can help, things like that. Yeah, and after a while, you begin making your way. And in your ear, as you hear, come in. Do you hear us? Come in. Hello.
Yeah, I hear you. Updates?
Yeah, this is Megan. we recover a bit of the sensors inside the ship, and we're seeing some movement. Think we're still not sure who is alive and who's not. We're trying to make all people go to the living area, but be careful out there. We're picking up some weird movements. Also, yeah, just be careful out there, okay? We're trying to tell you what's happening in front of you. I think is this the right corridor? Are you sure? Are you sure? I'll contact you in a moment. And you hear the communication cut.
Close. Cool.
I hated everything about that phone call because it's just me talking on the phone to anybody.
They're trying to figure out two things, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh.
A little bit more concise as relays that to the party. They've recovered some sensors movement ahead. They're getting back.
Well, I say let's assume the worst.
Yeah, and you see that S now pulls out the pistol and would hold it in a sort of, he has it trained on the floor defensively as if, this is something that is trained into him.
Yeah, I'll pull out the sword that I have, and it almost looks like a natural movement, and he's not sure why.
Kay will watch them pulling out weaponry and look around, kind of confused as this character can look.
Yeah.
And not pull out a weapon, but kind of stay closer to the back, kind of just helping keep an eye on things.
Okay.
It's a quizzical head tilt.
Everybody roll me perception.
Ooh.
I got a 21.
14.
19.
Oh no. 27.
Mac's great at this.
27 for me.
Wow. Okay. You're making your way through the corridors, and Noel and S in particular. As you're moving around, you're picking some noises ahead in the corridors because there's definitely it's very empty and very eerie and quiet for moments. You pick some noises of walking around, and around some of those corridors, you begin recognizing some forms of steps that would be kind of unnatural and remind you of steps of the creatures that chased you before, the zombies.
Noel would sort of hold up a hand for everyone to stop, and then do you hear that?
Yeah, we've dealt with these before.
Oh, were those the
Yeah, we ran last time.
right? Yes, I remember now. I wasn't really listening then, but good on you.
Yes. Okay.
You recognize from where corridor would be going, but you also figure out that they're kind of slowly moving toward where you are. So what you guys would decide to do?
Have we definitely ruled out the fact that we can't negotiate with them? I mean, I came back from the dead, and they have too, and I feel that gives us some sort of shared ground that we could work off of. No? Okay, got it.
Does this one look like they've got the crazy eyes, or is it just me?
I really want to run. I don't want to be doing this, but
Well, if we just continue to run, they're just going to continue to follow. We can stand our ground and get rid of some of them now and deal with
Yeah.
less later.
yeah, no, I get that.
The practical solution of murder from me over here.
The thing is that I don't want to die.
That is a good point, and I do agree with you on that.
So as much as I would like to run, I don't think that is the proper thing here, where before we could run and survive, as he looks to Noel. But I think this is a fight. We could try to talk. I don't think they're much of the talking type. They did eat a guy.
They don't like electricity.
Oh.
And now I will pull out my pistol.
But I would make it a point that maybe we best not try to bargain with people who eat other people.
Well,
seems like a good plan and a good sound piece of advice.
meat is meat. I don't discriminate. But good thoughts.
I'm gonna take like 2 steps away from Null as they say meat is meat. I don't discriminate.
I'd like
Are
to
we
think
really
you stepped
meat?
closer to the
That's a
bug,
good question.
who is deeply considering what they eat.
We'll find
I
out.
don't eat. We've established this. 2 of us don't eat.
I've eaten before. I try to keep up appearances. I don't have to eat.
Mac doesn't. He doesn't care.
Baby.
But
Oh,
I don't think I've ever eaten a sentient race. But non-sentient races are
Well,
food,
what-
right?
What particularly is a non-sentient race? Because can we really count like foliage and such as non-sentient races? They do have cells and replicate and such.
I would ask you guys to stop before we enter into the cannibal conversation that always happens.
It's not cannibalism. I'm a bug.
I'm talking about plants, man. Where are
It's-
you at?
We will end up in cannibalism. I know it.
All roads lead to cannibalism.
do
I know.
wonder if
did the
vegetarians
sounds
are
get
the real
closer?
murderers.
Have the sounds gotten closer?
Yeah, they're getting closer.
Can I see anything?
You lean around the corner and do see a group of 3 zombies moving.
Cool. I would like to open up the comm link. And Megan, this is us. Do you pick up?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Do you have a visual of where I am based on the comm location?
I think we have one. Yes, we see.
Corridor
Oh,
in
you
front
have-
of me. There's 3. I don't know if you can see them, but just
Okay,
Relay.
so those are those. Okay, now we can track better the undead. Okay, we're not sure if there was undead or of people alive. Okay, yes.
all right. I think we're gonna engage. And then I cut the comms.
And we're gonna
Okay.
go fight these dead things, and then the comm just goes quiet. That's
Power
real
move.
concerning.
Meanwhile, in the bridge, everybody's like,
What?
they're capable, right? Like, okay.
Man, I hope they don't die. They're kind of our only hope.
You do see them that they're like at a 20-foot distance from you, more or less.
I thought you were going to say there were 20 of them.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
You already told me that there were
It's like,
3.
if you say there's 3, then there's 20. I'm gonna grab one of them and start running.
Yeah.
I'll roll a dice to see which one I get.
Cool.
So how you guys would like to proceed? When you pick around, you see that you're just shambling. You do know that whenever they sense something, they do run. But at the
Cool.
moment, they're like shambling. Haven't noticed any of you.
Who else has a pistol?
I do.
I'm gonna
Maybe
shoot
we-
my electricity at it.
Let's try and
I'll
maybe
got
get
my
them
gun
all
out.
together while they don't notice us. I'd rather not have them get close.
They hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they probably heard our conversations about whether or not eating plants are sentient beings.
Possibly, but you know,
They
there was a
Who
zombie.
knows?
Yeah.
They may not be
So-
smart enough to realize what's happening.
So what you guys are gonna do?
I want to take a shot.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
Stick.
Okay.
I'm having to look up how to do
Stick.
this as we do this.
I'm just going to prepare my stick.
I got
Okay,
stick
you
guys,
prepare your
don't
stick.
worry.
All right.
Okay. So
Got my player chart. Just tell me what to do, Dungeon Master.
just roll a range attack.
I
Cool.
rolled a
All right.
19.
A 19
I rolled a
does
15.
connect.
I got a nat 20.
Stop. Save some for us, please.
Okay,
rolled-
we're gonna. Okay.
15 plus. Do I add my modifiers to this, which would be
Yeah, your range
Okay.
attack modifier.
21.
Turns my nat 20 to a total of 24.
To turn my 15 to a 21. So
Okay, so let's go with the first shot that was from Kesenkara. That was how much you said?
19 to hit, and I rolled. It's just the D6, right? I don't
For
add
that one, yes.
I don't add anything to it.
No,
Okay,
nothing.
yeah. So then 6.
Okay.
6 electricity damage, and it arcs.
Cool. I think it arcs if it's separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring this out. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We are all figuring it out. Okay, that's 6 electricity. Amos, how much? You said 20 something, right? On hit?
21 to hit.
Yeah, their kinetic AC is 12, so anything
Awesome.
above 12.
4.
4. Okay, so okay, and S cat. Sorry.
Hi, Mr. Mew.
You nat 20, right?
Yeah. So from what I see, it's rolling damage twice.
Yep.
And then
double your damage.
Don't think that the pistol has any special on it.
If it's a semi-automatic, it doesn't have it.
That's what I thought. Cool. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So, and that's just. All right. Oof, that's 5 points because it's 1d6. And is there anything added to? Okay, yeah. So just 5 points then.
Really, only 5 points?
Yeah, because it's 4 and then another roll, right? Or do I double the 4? Because it's only 1d6, and I rolled a 4 on the first one, and then I rolled a 1 on the second.
This sets a precedent. Your decision now will affect us forever.
Ooh. Stop it. Don't do that.
I've just put so much pressure on you. I'm so sorry.
So for the next critical hits we're going to do, it's going to be the max possible roll plus another roll. So it's going to be like a 6 plus whatever you roll. That's
so
how
in this case, it would be 10.
Where's my pen?
So you have
the
first. You have your max, and then the first roll was a 4, so her total is 10.
Yeah, okay. You're right.
Cool.
Yeah. So you prepare your weapons and your stick for the one using the stick. And you turn around the corner and immediately open fire. The electricity goes, hits the one in the front, follow up by 2 shots. The first one makes it stumble. The second shot, taken by S, pierces the skull and hits the one right behind it as the first one drops dead.
Good shot.
And they begin running toward you.
Oh.
Can I shoot again?
Can you do it again?
Before they get
They were taken by surprise. They were taken by surprise by you. So I'm going to say you have another round.
Surprise
Stick
round.
is still
Okay.
being ready unless Knowles has something else he would suddenly have as able to do.
I think at the shock of suddenly being charged, he's going to like just look very surprised at them, and not really realizing what he's doing is going to fling his hand out towards them. And I would like to cast a spell if I could.
Yes, you can.
Cool. I would like to cast the spell evocatively titled Mind Thrust. Wherein I divine the most vulnerable portion of my opponent's mind and overload it with a glute of, that's a weird word for that, psychic information. So I need a will saving I need a will saving throw from your zombies.
I take from only one of them, right?
Yes.
Okay, which one are you gonna aim? The one already taking damage, or the one that is? I was gonna say on harm, but it's,
isn't harmed?
I'm gonna go for the one that is already damaged.
Okay, so that's going to be a total of. You said wisdom?
Yes, or will. Yes.
Will. Yeah.
20.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's non-natural 20 for it.
Okay, so it's gonna take half damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be. Oh, I rolled double 9s on d10s, so 9.
Sweet.
9 points of psychic damage.
Okay, got it. Okay, and let me go now on Theta.
I'm so happy I got phase luck because I nat 20'd.
Oh god.
Yay!
I didn't, so
Okay.
you did get my luck.
So you got 6 plus whatever you roll next, which will arc.
Which is also a 6.
Jesus Christ! So it's gonna be a 12 and arc. What?
It says arc to. I think it just
Yeah, but I
arcs
don't.
to the nearest thing.
Yeah,
is
let me
what we did
double
last time.
check because arc. Okay, roll the amount of damage listed in the weapon arc. In the weapon's arc, the secondary target takes this damage, not multiplied by a critical hit of whatever type of weapon deals. So
do I roll again to see what the arc damage is, or are we just doing the initial roll of 6?
we're gonna do the initial roll. Just I'm trying to figure out if. Yeah, this is one of those rules. I'm gonna do executive order here of we're gonna just go what is cool, and yeah, it's gonna be the damage you did instead of. I'll figure out later again what arc does exactly.
Just gonna rule cool this one.
Heck
Yeah, rule.
I dig
Okay, and for the semi-automatic pistol androids.
I don't have a semi-automatic pistol, but yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
So I rolled a 17, so that's 17 plus 6.
It hits.
Yeah. Where's my pointy dice that hurts when I step on it?
Yeah.
4.
4?
4.
Okay. And well, here's what is gonna happen. As they begin charging, Noel, you extend your hand, and in your vision, you see it like distorts for a moment as your mind projects toward the first zombie. You see how it winces at it, though it doesn't get the full effect of it. You feel still that whatever you did carry an impact. Followed by a lightning arc coming out of Kay's pistol. You see how the electricity hits it, charges all his body, and the arc continues into the other zombie as the second zombie falls down, is still getting spasms of electricity.
Yes.
Mac, what type of weapon do you use, by the way?
My pistol is a needler pistol, and I have
Okay.
healing stored.
Okay,
So it's only doing a D4, but
okay, and carry on. Yeah, I'm gonna need your shot, Faye, to see if this one falls or not. How much was it?
I got a 10 to hit. I don't know if that'll hit.
A total of 10?
It was I rolled bad.
I did my best. I'm sorry.
So you take the needle goes into the chest of this thing, almost hitting the neck, but it doesn't make it fall. And the last shot, it taken by S, goes by.
I just clip
near
its
it,
ear.
but not kind of close. Not enough though. Actually, it's what is it? It's a no, it didn't hit.
Yeah,
it's a 12.
I figured that my 10 wasn't going to hit.
Well, let me see who it's gonna go for. I'm gonna roll a d4. And
I was pretty close to the corner because I peeked around. So
I was gonna say, I'm standing in the middle of the hallway. You're peeked around the
Yeah,
corner, and then
I would probably be in
all-
between you
all-
two.
yeah.
I imagine all you four like in a firing line almost. Like that's how I imagine you were kind of positioned. So it's like
makes sense.
all of you are the same distance. But yeah, the one that did the last attack and failed at it will go for it. So
Go for
Miss-
it.
yeah, I'm going for it.
Do it. Hit
Do
me.
it.
Do it, you
Dare
coward.
you?
Do it. You won't.
I'm doing it right now.
Cool.
Does a shit. Does an 11
No.
hit?
11?
Does
Uh-huh.
the Pope shit in the woods?
So it's going for me. No, an 11 does not hit.
So it moves its hand toward you, and you see it has grown nails thick and almost like in a necrotic way. It tries to slash at you, but you see how it does like this in front of you, whiffing completely. But
When
now
your
it's
cat tries to paw you in the face, but it doesn't realize how far away it is, and it just kind of, that.
so now you guys have a zombie right in front of you.
Cool. Would I be able to just like in response to the whiff, pull out my knife and go for a melee attack?
Yeah, do it. I dare
mean,
you
I'm-
do it.
I'm going
down to
for
stab
it.
this thing, yeah.
That's an 18.
Roll damage.
Oh,
Actually, yeah, roll damage just to see, because like this thing.
almost got on the ground, but we saved it. 2 points of damage. Slashing.
That's true.
It's a D4. I don't
Plus-
have.
Plus strength.
Oh.
Do you have any?
Yeah. I've got-
For melee, it's plus strength.
I
actually-
didn't have any modifiers on my thing for damage.
Yeah, for melee weapons, there's modifier for your strength or dex for.
Oh, then it's going to be a total of 4 because I've got a +2 strength.
Okay. Oh my god. So it whiffs. You pull the knife out right into like the underpart.
Yeah,
The
right in
section,
the
which
chin.
I don't know the name chin. Thank you. I
Yeah.
forgot it. You pull the knife right in it, and you see how it struggles a bit before going limp completely, and you feel the weight on it as it begins like to fall up on top of you.
I don't know why, but I feel like I've done this before as I pull the knife out and I let the body drop.
Well done.
You
Good
seem to be
show.
good at it.
Okay. And I just wipe the blood off the knife on my jeans and I just put the knife back.
Do you need a second?
No, we've got to.
Are they
You
all
gotta-
dead? That's the question.
I believe that they're all dead because we
Did we
killed the
actually-
first one.
Yeah,
We killed the second,
We killed
and
all
then we
three of
had-
them here.
Yeah. All 3 of them should be dead.
They
Yeah.
are re-dead.
Dead again.
The deadening.
Dead 2, the deadening.
No, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Dead 2, the necrotic boogaloo.
Yes.
The one killed by the electric shot is still spasm a bit. So it's unfortunately indeed electric boogaloo for it.
Maybe we double shoot that one that and
All right. I'll just walk up and shoot it.
in the face.
It's dead now.
Oh, brutal.
Because a needle-
To be a good person, Em.
I don't feel like my knives are
feel like I've
the
done
same
that
kind of
before.
knives that you guys use, but I don't know.
What knives do you use?
She's gonna like pull out of her pocket a kit that has like an X-Acto blade, and like 10 different kitchen knives of various sizes.
Well, you can definitely stab somebody with that knife right there. Just gonna point to the biggest one and be like, "Yeah, you can definitely kill somebody with that one."
Oh,
Who's that?
okay.
Should you need to?
And I'm gonna
Do
roll
rather-
it back up and put it back in my coat pocket.
But I mean, if you can keep doing, because I saw you do the lightning. I can't remember a character's name right now. It's totally escaped me.
Just
but
K. Just call her K.
K. I saw K do the lightning thing, so it was just unless you just want to, zap them. Apparently, which you can do.
Speaking of things
It's-
that we can just do. Oh,
It
sorry. Go ahead.
stuns things when they are alive, but apparently it murders things that are dead. Maybe it overloaded its circuits and stuff.
You said that they don't like electricity. It could be the organic beings don't need a lot of energy to run on, and overloading could be putting an excess amount of stress on their muscles. That's how I brought you back, and he looks to Null. There was an energy source nearby, and I was able to divert some of it back to you.
Intriguing. I think I hurt one of those with my brain, and I'm not quite sure how that works. I just sort of I don't know what came over me, but
You definitely seem like a nerd, so it makes sense.
I'm choosing to take that as a compliment. Thank you.
I think you thought too hard.
That I have, I think, been known to do. I'm going to say I've been known to do that.
And
If I could do that to
K-
other people instead of myself.
K is going to grin, but it looks really creepy.
Yeah, with all the mandibles just kind of
Yeah,
expand.
the mandibles just kind of expand into a stretched
Yeah.
out smile.
No.
Nell sees that and is like, like an uneasy
I
smile.
can't tell if that's a good emotion or you're gonna eat us emotion.
I want S to follow the map in his mind towards the next area that would lead towards where the where I've picked up Null would be in this direction and keep going towards the engine room.
Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. My son child furry thing is yelling. I'm gonna grab him.
Yeah, you continue moving, and after that good perception check, you guys managed to evade another group of zombies, and eventually you reach the fated hallway where one of you perished and came back to life.
As soon
You
as
do
they, like-
see.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
As soon as they like round the corner, Null's gonna go, oh, and like sort of gently reach out and touch Ez's hand and sort of sarcastically say, "This is where we first met."
S just goes really stiff at that. Like, he still has his pistol out and was like using it kind of holding it defensively, and it's like hand, and it's like, yeah, I maybe definitely let's just, and he goes and walks off, doesn't even finish his conversation, and I'm gonna roll an investigation to see if I can spot the cane.
It's not hard to spot the cane. It's thanks to how the impact went away. You don't need to get way too further into the hallway that had the flames and the explosion. You do see the cane flew, some more feet away, and you spot it quickly.
Cool. Careful, because last time I was here, there were dead bodies that were moving. I would like to go and I'd grab that, and then bring it back to Null, so that way you don't have to use any motions to the stick that you've had.
That is that mine. It is now. And he takes it gratefully. Just for a little flavor. This is a very fancy, probably sterling silver inset cane, and it has the pattern of brass vines sort of climbing up the shaft of it. And he takes it in his hand and just like tests the weight. Like, oh yes, this is a good solid cane. Thank you.
Yeah.
Seems like a real good whacking stick.
Yes, I imagine it is, and he's weighing it in his hand, and as he does, his thumb depresses a little switch on the handle, and a blade slides out of the end of it. Oh,
Well, Now it's a stabbing stick.
It's a poking stick, not a whacking stick. Well, excellent. This is good to know.
I had remembered seeing it, but I don't think I knew that about it.
Oh, well, we learn something new every day. And today I learned. Well, anyway,
Yeah, I guess you did learn today something.
Let's head to the core. And looking away, like no eye contact with anyone, S is going to reroute back to the engine room core system.
So are you guys trying to evade any more zombies, or
Yeah,
are
I
you gonna-
would totally. S is going for stealth. Doesn't want to engage with anyone.
If I
okay.
see S doing it, I'll stealth as well.
I want to, before doing that, check in with Megan and those. Megan, this is us. Are you there?
Yes, Megan here. How are you doing? We see that you deviate a bit.
Yeah. Something caught my mind. We dispatched the bodies. Oh, damn, we didn't loot them. Keeping an eye out, heading further. I'll get back in touch if we spot anything.
Yes. Yes. We're trying to. Apparently, there were some people in engineering. We're trying to see if we can contact them, but we haven't been able to. There's some weird readings in there, and here the other guys say that the energy is fluctuating quite a bit in that section. Be careful on your way there.
Loud and clear. And cut the comms. Energy fluctuation, trying to make manual contact with some people that are believed to be in engineering.
Good.
Yeah, it seems like the place we should be going then.
Yeah.
I need everybody to roll stealth.
Like
But at your roll, do add a +4 thanks to the map of somebody's head.
Oh,
Honey.
so good.
I need that so that I can roll. Thank you. Oh.
26.
With the added +4.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's
29. Your face as I said that was great.
21.
32.
32.
Love it. Yes.
I had a 19 plus 9, which is 28 plus 4, so 32.
I had 14 plus 4, which is 18,
So-
plus 11, which is 29.
You are able, without much issue, to evade a couple of other groups of zombies and even individual zombies. There are a couple of moments where Kay slacks a bit behind or like stumbled with something that was loose, but between the rest of you, you're able to quickly lose the rest of the zombies. Cat,
I'd like to think
Not
that
safe,
Kay
though.
just got distracted by something and was
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, shiny object. What is this? Oh, wait, I should catch up with them." And then
Yeah.
Ken goes on.
On point.
Walk right for the camera, are you? Yep.
so it takes a while moving through the ship, even taking the elevators and quickest route. This is a very large ship. You're getting. You saw the representation of the ship, this image. Yet now walking through it, the long corridors, seeing the different indications to the different sections, some corridors being more wider than others, you definitely feel this is the questions of what kind of ship you are in, where you were, why you were here are more and more present as the magnitude of everything in here becomes more physical to you. Eventually, as with your calculation, as you think you're going to be there in about a couple of more minutes,
Mhm.
and you're passing through one of the like main corridors near a comm station, when it suddenly becomes active, and you hear through it, hello, group of people that we met at the bridge. Hello, you there? Can you hear us? Can they hear us?
Is that a comm station or the voices in?
It's a full
The-
comm station.
Oh, okay.
It's the comm,
Yes!
Yeah, the comm station in the wall that
Okay,
you pass
cool.
on. One of the many comm stations you found to communicate across the ship.
I just kind of give eyes to the rest of the group to be like, approach with caution, but
And who is this?
It's you're really asking my name? I don't know. We don't. Kasinkara? Okay, we're talking with the group of Kasinkara. We don't know the rest of you guys' names. We're sorry.
That's,
we can trust them. Yeah.
just gonna turn and point to like S and K. I was like, that's you guys, right?
S points to K.
Alright.
Kay comes up and starts talking in Sheeran to the thing. Yes, how can I help you? But it's in Sheeran, so it's just a bunch of clicks and cicada
Yeah.
sounds.
There's a moment of pause. There's a very, very physical moment of pause before you hear back in what all of you but Kay are just more chirps and screeching sounds. And you hear
the
Kay,
system working?
the voice of like kind of a younger Sharon saying, "Hi, you're Kay, right?
Yes.
Yes, hello, hi. I understand what you say. Everybody here is confused, but it's okay. My name is Stick.
Stick.
Nice to meet you, Stick.
Stick.
How? What information do we need?
Okay. We got communication with engineer. Okay. But there's a problem. I think we don't know. You should hear this. There's a pause, and you hear how they're like sending or like connecting to something, to an audio.
Mm-hmm.
And in the screen, you see how it transferred to the audio from engine from the core section, where there's the energy core area, and there's audio coming from. It takes you all by surprise hearing a singing, like very calm, serene singing of a female voice.
Lost their minds. Got it. Space crazy.
Do I recognize the language?
That's what I was gonna ask.
It's more like
Okay, so
it's just, there's
it's-
no
It's
there's
just
no
the
words. It's
Halo
just like,
ring. Got it.
Star
No,
Trek.
I was-
Nice. Okay, just so that we
I
know.
was trying not to go with that, but it came through Halo Ring. So it's just like this female, like kind of a nice, beautiful voice.
So it's just phonetic sounds. Okay.
Yeah,
Do I
phonetic
recognize
sounds.
the melody?
Not at the moment.
And this is from the core section?
Yes.
Okay.
As you guys are beginning talking between you, like trying to figure out, not paying full attention into it, for a moment, the beautiful voice turns into the screeching of a throat trying to very painfully emit a sound. And when you go back to this to that, it becomes again beautiful singing.
Don't like that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't like that at all.
I would like to do a thought experiment here then. Can I find something that directs my attention away from the singing to see if it is based on a active perception?
So yeah,
Or-
you can do that. In a way, you are able to do it with your vision. So
Mhm.
I imagine you try to like focus. Like open the back.
Yeah.
The map.
I open the map and I just start.
You press
scanning.
M.
Yeah.
You press
Yeah,
M
you
to open
press
the map.
M
Well,
on
you
your,
just
like-
press
I am-
auto run.
I zoom and I scroll.
From
Just
like
stare at
focusing
your
on that to
friends.
doing that, you do feel and hear that. It's weird trying to focus on it on the background of your mind, but definitely it's that from that like to a
Cool. All right.
it's
Oh, that was an interesting
unnerving.
noise.
And as you guys doing that, you hear like it cuts and it kind of like minimizes and stops going through, and you hear this time in common the voice of Megan. Yeah, you heard that, correct?
The weird singing or the guttural throat noises?
Both. You hear like a couple of other individuals of the bridge saying that, and a pause there. Like, oh, you talk.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta
Yeah,
confirm what people want you to say.
We read one singular reading in there. Just there's no other. We don't fully identify. It looks like the other zombie signatures, but weird. We don't know. We don't detect any other living being there, or undead, or whatever they are.
Well, we have to go figure it out.
Hold up. Would there happen to be any cameras in engineering or the core? Seems like someplace you'd want to be able to see what was going on.
We're trying to, but we're getting no signal.
Yeah, there's a lot that's blocked out for the systems that are all sorts of communication, visual, audios. It was blocked out with the menu, with it being bad. Malfunctions. Is there a check that I can do to see if this is kind of like a... We knew that there were rumors of people, but now they're not getting any sort of life signatures. It's just the strange, almost zombie signature. Is there a check that I could do to see if this singing is a lure of some type?
Meanwhile, is there a check that I can do to reroute power from somewhere non-essential to those cameras to see what's going on?
Engineering for Amos, and it would be for what would be for
Let's get out the
this?
big dice.
Are you trained in mysticism? Yes.
I am not trained in mysticism. Would a sense motive work, though? All about bargaining.
I want to know if this is an
Roll
anglerfish trying
sense
to get
motive.
us.
Roll sense motive.
I
For
like that you-
Amos
I
engineering
like that you
check.
went anglerfish because I was thinking siren. Anglerfish is fun.
That is a gentleman's 20.
28.
Amos, you begin rerouting from this computer, trying to get something. And as you're trying to do this, you figure out two things. First, there seems to be damage in the engineering section, which would prevent, even with rerouting power there, cameras there will still be malfunctioning thanks to that damage. But you at least figure out that it's not that
It's not power.
section.
It's definitely like damage.
Mm-hmm. And as you are thinking about this and trying to remember how it sounded, it's hard to tell if this was meant as a lure or not. It felt it carried a somewhat of a sense of being like a distracted singing, like like if you were simply like coming to yourself while you're doing something, or like more about distracted singing rather than I'm doing this with a purpose.
Okay.
It felt that way, though. It's still
bad vibes.
It's still vibes that you're like, this is whatever this is, like simply humming to itself. It's why would something be humming that way?
It's definitely crazy.
Definitely am going to share that. So I don't think it's actively trying to lure us in, but there were people that you were trying to contact there, and now you're only getting a singular trace. I don't think this is a good thing.
Whether or not it's a trap, we should still walk into it.
Yeah, that might be true, but the cameras, as I've apparently know how to do, reroute some power to them. They're just damaged. It's not a lack of power. It's the cameras aren't even working.
I really don't like this, which means that it's probably something that's really important to do.
I'm sorry, is that noise coming over for anybody else?
I'm hearing snoring, and I don't
know.
Me too.
Snoring is, I've got hugs over here.
I wasn't sure what it was.
I thought it was something in my audio, and I was like, oh god, please just
no. If it's snoring, that's on my end, and I apologize.
You're fine. I'm glad someone's getting some sleep. Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
So just a crewmate snoring like in the Jeffrey tubes, just like there. I found a place to nap. It's scared outside. I'm just sleeping here.
Right.
As Mac is like coming away from the computer, can we shock him like a computer? See if we can get a reset.
Speaking of shocking and all that stuff, have we found any bodies nearby that we can loot for any personal comps?
That was something we were supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I would say
we would.
After a while, you found a couple of bodies that haven't risen up. They're just laying there.
Okay.
And even during this time, I kind of forgot a bit to mention there was another wave of energy coming through, but you have also found bodies that are not getting up nor quickly decomposing, so you can loot them without having to fight them. And among them, there's some that had this kind of uniform or like some sort of security detachment regalia. Not regalia, sounds very fanciful. Uniform. And you found comlink. So I would say you guys got your a comlink for each one of you.
Mm-hmm. Oh. And you said that there were some that weren't getting up from the green energy, correct? Is there anything that's discerning on them that I might be able to see why they aren't getting up?
Or what makes them different? Like these guys are not getting up, but some of
for
them
this, you might require a mysticism or life science. Actually, mysticism or medicine.
I've got medicine.
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 I like medicine, honestly. Though.
I have medicine, so I'm gonna roll that.
Roll for metaphysics.
Roll for medicine. So as Matt is coming away from the computer.
That's a bad dice.
Oh.
That's gonna be a 14.
You're not really sure what. So they do have wounds, and there's some that had bad, like terrible wounds. Some others had just not severe wounds and probably died out of just bleeding out of those. Possibly, you're not sure. But you don't get like a pattern of why these ones aren't rising up yet.
Okay.
So yeah, as Matt comes away from the computer, he definitely gets like a shock. This nothing in the ship is stable. He goes, okay. And that'll be Mac remember. He's like
as you were checking that part and trying to like figure out the engineering, like you're like, maybe I can force this to reroute.
Maybe I could.
And it does shock you, and In that moment, you more or less
Yep.
remember your name. Or at least
Definitely
part
done
of it.
that before.
Perhaps you were an electrician.
Well, it doesn't explain how I know how to fly this thing.
A
But
fancy electrician.
fancy electrician for now.
An electrician with hobbies.
My name, remember my name though. It's Amos.
Pleasure to meet you, Amos.
Nice to meet you too, Ed. And S and K. But you guys can call me Mac.
Short for Amos.
Short for Macintosh. Don't
Got
worry
it.
about it. It's a strange name, I know.
Not the strangest.
But yeah, yours is a letter.
It
Well, so is the rest of them, but
it's
I guess that
actually
makes me the weirdest one.
My name is
Pronounced as
more
a
than a
letter.
letter.
Is it?
You just call me Kay. You could also call me Kinsakata or Kara or Hey You. I really don't care what you call me.
Kara's pretty good, but I mean, we still got lovely N here, who is just a letter.
You
Well,
mentioned
as a
you
ma-
might have your name on the back of your coat. Can I look?
There is a thought.
Do you want me to check?
Certainly. And he,
So I'll go behind him with the giant self looking way down.
easy enough to do.
There's a name back here.
oh, what is it?
It's
Read it backwards.
yes. Amos definitely reads it backwards. It's like,
my
oh,
God.
that's probably wrong. Nelodius?
Well, it seems as good a name as any. A bit of a mouthful, don't you think? You can call me Null, I think. It's shorter.
So we all know each other's names.
Robin, please. Sorry. My son's being dumb.
Oh,
It is the start of a good relationship, knowing people's names.
well, if we live through this, I'm sure we'll be grand friends. They say, though, that relationships built out of mutually traumatic situations never last.
You really are just full of happy facts, ain't you?
Well, that's all I have. Anyway,
First, meat is meat, and then we're never gonna be friends. Cool. Glad you're the positive one.
I remember that I had recognized Null when I had saved him, right?
Well, Liz, there was like flashes of it, but you're not.
Yeah, like I know that I don't know our connection, but I know that I knew him before, right?
Possibly passing by to the ship or being around, or you
At least
seeing him in the cafeteria or
Yeah.
something. Like you do feel you have seen him before at some point, but it's very blurry. You can't
Yeah.
pinpoint more about it.
that's fine. Null just kind S just kind of looks to Null. I know that things are very, very unsure and blurry, but I don't think that our first interaction is this. So maybe that's the same for all of us. And
I don't know.
once our memories come back,
This
maybe
kinda
we
feels
are
like a-
friends.
Maybe, but this kind of feels like a first interaction for me.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just flashes. I've been getting memories. Not all of them are coherent.
Apparently, I gotta be electrocuted to get mine back, so don't, Kara. I can see it going through your head.
well,
I'm good for now.
Are you sure you have enough juice to get you going?
Yeah, I'm good.
I could shoot you with my pistol. It's electricity.
Later.
You guys, after moving a bit forward and talking, because I assume you're walking and talking.
Yes.
Oh, for sure. S has got the map pulled up, and it's got like
Yeah.
the translucent overlay so that I'm following the path.
Like it's like in WoW when you like open a map and you see like
Yeah.
somebody running around in the world with like the map and just like looking at
Yep.
the map.
Totally.
It doesn't take you long after that comm station to get to the entrance of the. Now the corridors seem more less what to put it. They're still bare. There's not like adorn all of them, but now they seem a bit more practical in the design to maybe access more quickly, removing panels and things like that. And you follow even the directions above and the floor of where you go, and you get to the door that leads to the core, the actual core of the ship. The door is closed at the moment, but you do see that, at least in the panel, there's no indication that it might be locked. It's just that it's right now the door closed.
Figure between the four of us, we could probably get it open, but depends on what's on the other side.
I'm gonna start trying to tinker with the panel to get it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you go to the panel, you are like, okay, now you recognize a bit more how to use these panels and how to simply press a button to open it. It's not like locked, just closed. So you go and press it. The doors slide open, letting you see into this core section. You see there's a set of stairs, not like probably like 5 stairs going down, and to the sides there are ramp areas, and 4 in the center of it there's this tube long. There's this what would be the word? A sphere of energy encased in this tube, is spinning and moving as it's projecting the energy. You see spirals of this white, bluish, sometimes greenish flow of energy going into it and then out of it, across the center and across the outside of the tube. To the side, you see various controls and panels of probably monitoring, checking, and augmenting. And you see there's also a second section above where there are railings and a bit of a kind of a second floor-ish where there also people can monitor. And there's also panels nearby the main core.
What do you want me to roll
from Voyager?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to roll to see if I can figure out what is wrong with it? Because it doesn't look like it's doing something it's supposed to be doing based on your description.
Mac is having the same
There's
thought.
a few more things that you see as you enter. You see around the floor going into the core 3 bodies laying there. They seem as they got hurt, and floating in front of this of the core section, this ball here. You see a figure floating there, like 10 feet in front of it.
Do they appear feminine?
There's a bit of a bit of a feminine shape before it dissipates into what it seems like a long coat or skirt. It has like a dark color into it as it like floats, and it's like moving its hands in this form of like weaving something, and you see energy coming out of the core into it, feeding. You begin hearing the singing, and the more you see this figure and take your steps into the core room, you see that what it seemed to be cloth looks more like a dark, leathery, rotten material, and it's right now facing toward the core. Somewhat distracted, possibly. You don't see the back of it, though. You see the figure of like the skull area, but you don't see hair of it. It seems more like it was bald, and its skin looks also like dark, murky, green-brown coloration.
It's a frog.
It's definitely trying to eat the power of the ship. Whatever
Shoot
it
it.
is.
I'm gonna shoot it. Fuck it.
So I also had that idea, but before that happens,
I'm gonna.
is this something that I recognize?
It's bad. Okay. Kay has the gut feeling that it's bad. Okay, I'm gonna shoot it.
Oh yeah, no, I know for a fact that this is bad. I just want to know if I recognize this.
Let me see what would be this role. It would be a culture or mysticism.
I've got culture.
I don't mean to be a pill, but I was also going to ask if I recognize this.
If you are thinking about like what the hell is this, if your character's first thought after a couple of seconds is what is this thing, roll culture or mysticism. It's gonna be a bit of a higher roll though.
I'm great at mysticism.
Gentleman's 20 on culture.
A bastard's 28.
That's 28.
Meanwhile, there's just Matt going, I'm just gonna try to stabilize this core so we do not die.
Well, we gotta kill. Well, and then there's my bug going, kill the bad thing, and then we can stabilize the core because it's trying to eat the core. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. As you roll your attack, I'll be going into your attack roll in a moment.
Okay.
As you're trying to think about it, nothing comes to your mind of what this is. It gives you like creepy vibes of some, maybe like from a tale somewhere you heard long ago, but nothing rings a bell.
Oh.
No, with your 28, you're thinking about it, and the singing, its creepiness, its somewhat eerie elegance. A word comes into your mind. You're not fully sure from where or what. It only comes into your mind the word dead singer.
Just jot that down real quick. With a dead pen.
What is your attack roll? Okay.
18.
18 to hit, right?
Yeah.
And it's an electric gun, right? Electricity damage?
Yep.
Okay. So as you guys are thinking that and you're taking your steps forward, okay, you raise your gun. Okay. You shoot. And as the electricity goes toward it, it impacts a field around it. And the electricity disperses. It stops. Still making some, like, as if some sort of like weaving, dancing movements as it turns toward you. You see the skull where the eyes would be are covered with putrid flesh. There's no lips. There's just this big toothy grin as it opens. Darkness around you. All the four of you.
Oh no, I
As
don't
it
like
moves
that.
its hands.
Hate it.
I'm gonna try to blind sense anything around me that gets close. And
As the darkness hits you, and Kay, for a moment you're like darkness again before boom, your surroundings become clear in a weird way, like echolocation sensation. Like you see the shapes and the edges of everything. And as you're having that sensation, you see from the bodies, they begin to rise up, but not as if they were standing, as if something in their chest was strings being attached to them and being pulled.
Puppets.
And you feel another shape forming out of the chest as they begin to be dragged more and more into the air before falling down. And the weird amorphous shape above them takes a humanoid form, not completely physical, and begins those three forms moving toward you. Roll initiative.
Oh.
I'm gonna scream cicada sounds at it. There's no words there. It's just the cicada sounds.
Oh, that's bad. That's a bad roll. Cool. All right.
Oh, it's a bad roll.
Where's my initiative?
Yeah, that was my question.
Initiative.
Oh, I found it. I found it.
It's Dex, and then for us with Amos and S, we get a +1 from our being an operative.
So that number. Oh, I found it. Thank you for giving me the number I need. So
Yeah.
Now I know what I'm looking for on my sheet.
Yeah.
12.
Okay, but hold on, because I need to roll for things.
Goodness gracious, I don't like this.
Well, it's been fun knowing you guys.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
been real cool.
Anything above
Great.
20? Nothing above 20? Okay, 15 to 19?
I rolled an 18.
What? 18. Okay, it's 19. Okay. 15 to 10?
12.
Amos 12. Okay. Any 10 to 6?
I got a 7.
I got an 8.
Okay. Null is 8 and S is 7. Okay. So top of the round, as you're perceiving these, and all of you get blinded. K, you're the first one in the turn order. You see these amorphous shapes take like a humanoid form, and with your sense, you feel that they're not fully physical. They're more like, it's weird to describe them in the shadows, but you feel they're like a shadow form, which mixes even more with the darkness right now surrounding all of you.
So it's a shadow form, but I can see the vibrations.
Yeah, you can still feel it. So you can feel that there are 3 of them, and you can feel your allies near you.
Okay. I would like to sow discontent to one of them, which is you attempt to deceive an enemy within 30 feet who can hear you into suspecting its allies of treachery. Attempt a bluff check with the same DC as a feint against that enemy.
Okay, so you will have to roll as a feint, you said. Okay.
Yeah, I have to roll a bluff.
Roll your bluff then.
17. Okay, hold on a minute. 17, 18, 19, 20, 30.
I was gonna check what would be the roll you have to beat, but okay. Yeah, you manage that. And how would you do this? I wonder.
So all they have to do is hear me. They don't have to share a language. So part of my screeching at them makes them confused.
Okay.
And it says if you succeed, the target acts as though they have no allies and are not considered to be an ally to any other creature. The affected target can't move freely through former allies' spaces or flank creatures with them.
Okay.
And they can't receive benefits from the aid of another action, spells, or effects that only affect allies.
Okay. Which one you would go for? Literally from closest to furthest.
The closest one.
1, 2, or 3. The closest one. Okay, cool.
The other thing it says is if the target can make an attack of opportunity, they do so even against their former allies.
Okay.
A fun one.
This is a long thing that I took, so I apologize for the constant reading.
Totally fine. That's what we're gonna be doing for a while as we learn these things. Okay, you do that. That was your standard action, or
that was my move action.
your move action. Okay, so you have your standard action that you can use. You can attack with it. You can.
I will try to shoot one of the other, like maybe the middle one.
Okay.
I'll try to shoot it with my arc pistol. Even though I really don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway.
You don't know.
Man, what is with this die and rolling 17s? 17, 18, 19, dirty 20.
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
1. I static
You
shock
shoot.
them.
Yeah, the rest of you do see like a bit of like like a shock, like a static shock's going somewhere and hitting somewhere, but you don't get more of that image, and it takes 1 point of electric damage.
Don't worry, some of us get that problem sometimes.
Okay.
It's longer than 4 hours.
Okay. Next one in the turn order is Amos.
How far away are they from me right now?
Hard to say as the darkness still engulfing all of you.
With my exceptional vision, can I see in the darkness, please?
So then it will be very, very, very difficult in this darkness unless you have some sort of light or a
dark
way
vision?
to illuminate. You have dark vision?
Exceptional vision and dark vision up to 60 feet in low light.
Light, okay. Does it say if it can see through magical darkness?
No, it just says dark vision, so I'm assuming it's standard dark vision. So
it's supernatural. I'm gonna say you can see like up to 10 feet ahead of you, but apart from that, it's really dark. This is not a normal darkness.
and then the closest one is what?
The closest one would be like 20 feet away from you. 20 feet? No, 50 feet, sorry. 15 feet.
15 feet?
Then the next one would be like 20, and the next one would be like 23. But you more or less remember where they were, but also you don't know what is happening at this moment. The only one that has seen these things is Kay.
Yeah,
I'll
get off my gun and aim for this in the same thing that Kay aimed for.
Okay.
Roll. In the same direction, sort of. Yeah.
It has a percentile thing for concealment, so I'm gonna roll for that. But you roll your attack too.
It's about to be real bad. It's a 1. So +6 makes it 7. But that is a nat 1.
You go to shoot to where you saw like the sapping going, and as you do that,
these dice are going in the bad pile.
You are out of needles in your gun.
Just reload this thing.
Okay. And unfortunately, that would be all your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna be done now.
Next one in turn order. Null.
Okay, weird question.
Weird answer.
Are these organic creatures and are they sentient?
No.
Okay, so I cannot detect their thoughts.
You can detect the thought. The thought.
Detect thoughts, man. Detect
You
thoughts.
can detect the thoughts of the thing floating ahead of you, though it somehow beginning to feel faint.
Okay. My question is if I have some sort of psychic echolocation where if I can detect the surface thoughts of these creatures, can I figure out where they are? If the answer to that is no, that's totally fine.
Let me see. No, actually, you would feel some. Actually, yeah. Let me correct that. They are. Oh no, they're mindless.
If they're mindless, that's fine.
Yeah, they're mindless. Mindless
Cool.
creatures.
Okay. Then I am just going to feeling incredibly lost and sort of not quite sure what's going on.
Club.
Join the club. Null's going to panic, and the first spell that comes to him is Token Spell. And with it, I feel almost instinctually he causes his cane in his hand to cast 30 feet of illumination, 30 feet of magical illumination. I don't know if that helps the magical darkness or not, but that would be his first instinct.
The darkness dissipates, and though you still see shades moving around like snakes, like some weird tendrils around you of darkness, now you can see. And the rest of the three of you do see now this humanoid shadow figures forming, long limbs, long claws, almost like hunching around. And now you guys can see. The darkness still kind of trying to engulf you, but the light you have created has been enough to, for a moment, go away.
Mm-hmm.
Bright.
Oh, scary. That's all I'd like to do with my turn.
Next one in the turn order is S.
I really don't like that that they go after us.
They roll a 1.
Oh
They roll
no,
a fucking 1.
I don't like it at all.
Well, Justice gets Mac here, don't worry.
So I can see the figures, yeah?
Yeah, you can see the figures. You can see the thing floating above. And let's just say, like, in this, like, seconds that everything is happening, you also see, like, how these figures are kind of going to start rushing toward all of you.
Cool. I want to try and do a trick attack against this figure with putrid pus eyes and no lips that was singing all weird.
The thing that Mac described as an anglerfish. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to pull out my small arms, my semi-automatic pistol, and I want to do a trick attack. So then I have to so before making my attack, I attempt a bluff, intimidate, or stealth, or a check that's associated with my specialization. And then the DC is equal to 20 plus whatever my target's CR is.
20 plus is CR. Okay.
Please tell me you're going to try to intimidate this wraith.
Like,
are you scarier than it?
I'm trying to intimidate this bag of M&Ms, and I can tell you it's not working. So
my intimidation is not that good. What is... Okay.
I wish I could give you my intimidation.
Right? What is my specialization skill? I thought I had that.
I think you can still use, like, if you want, you can do your stealth or whatever ability you can.
Yeah, no, I know.
Kind of. I think it might be computers for you.
If it's computers for me,
I think it might be computers because of you.
I specialized with, like, the end with hacker, so I think computers is right.
It's computers. Yep.
So okay,
So
I'm gonna
decide what ability to use.
I'm gonna use computers. It's a specialization skill.
Get a computer at it.
Look, it makes sense in my mind.
It just throws a PDA at it, like,
I am a computer. I'm using my own.
This is what the IT guy does to me every time I ask for help at work.
Throws
I hate
a
it here.
PDA at you.
That it's not enough.
How much?
I rolled a 5. It's not enough. It's only going to be a 17.
That was not enough.
I know it's not enough. I still make it still makes the attack. I just don't get the extra damage on it, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And then see, where was that before? 17 to hit.
17 total to hit.
Yeah, 13 plus 4. Because it's only the attack bonus, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You go and pull your weapon, and you're focused. You move your hand to try to move something on the computers, but you don't get a response in the moment and just take a shot. And the hit goes wide and hits the glass of the tube that is holding the core. There's no damage into the glass, but it didn't hit.
Maybe don't hit the magic, the thing that makes the ship go, please.
I think it was an accident.
S just does not respond. He's a little blue screening right now.
Just do your best.
So yeah, drawing my weapon was my movement action. My standard action was doing the trick attack. That's all I can do.
Okay. Well, it's now the turn of these creatures, and you see the thing floating. It begins doing this screech and singing. You see it stands hands. Darkness engulfs it, and in a moment it's there. All is shaped in a ball of darkness, and it shrinks into a tiny bead, and you no longer see the bead of darkness, and it seems that it's no longer there.
I don't like that.
Take your wallops like a man.
As if like a black hole with greenish energy form and disappear.
Ooh, I can perfectly picture
The
that.
shades in front of you, though, rush toward you, and
What about the one that thinks that its friends are its enemies and shit?
yep, that's the one that sees its enemies right near it. So it's gonna go first. It's the first one to go, and the closest thing that it sees its enemies are its allies. So let me see if it does something stupid.
It's gonna CC.
It's gonna kill its friends. That's what's gonna happen.
Please.
Please do.
Are you kidding me? Okay.
Yeah, did it kill its friend?
Okay, so it's gonna be
It's his one nat 20 of the night.
Yeah, it's the one nat 20 of the night from Zachary.
Oh, I always do it.
it wasn't a nat 20, but it did some damage. You see that the one at the front, you see how it opens mouth to do a sound, but there's no sound coming before it looks it back and rushes toward its ally, at least its other shade, and claws at it. As it hits, you see the shadow form kind of like deforms for a moment and tries to take back against its humanoid form. And yeah, it did that. Motherfucker, it did that. So for at least for this turn, you have one less to worry about. The second one will run, and the first one will take a reaction attack to hit it as it leaves his area.
Heck yeah.
It yeah.
Started an internal
It lands. It lands with the second claw. Good. It's another. Okay. Cool.
Just playing his own little game now.
Oh yeah, this is hilarious now.
You do see the first one running and clawing at the second one. At the second one tries to go for, the one that shot it. In this case was you, Kay. And as it runs away, it gets claw in the back. Actually, you did. No, it doesn't.
Why
It
not?
doesn't. It gets claw in the back as it runs toward you and dissipates, because that's the one you also shot before that received a bit of electric damage.
The one damage? The one damage
So, yes.
was enough to kill it with the other thing
did
attacking
kill it.
Yes!
It did a total of 12 damage, and you had done 1 damage to it, and it had 13 HP.
Oh,
So
man.
literally,
Just enough. We love it.
it was fucking enough. Okay. Still the third one. I'm going to roll a d4 to see who it goes for.
Have it go after me, I swear. I was the one
1, 2, 3, 4.
I was the one that screwed up on the
I
shot.
love
it goes-
counts us.
Yeah, I already counted you guys. It's gonna go for Kasinkara. I did count and then look at the die just to be as.
That's how I do it.
That's fine.
Are you?
Did you nat one?
Was it a nat one?
Go
Is it another nat
alphabetically.
one?
Please tell me it nat one.
This has been
It
the
runs
best
toward
combat ever.
you. The shade thing runs toward you, and it's going to claw. Falls down, prone in front of you. You're not sure how a thing made of shadows
Can
was
trip
able
and
to
fall
trip,
over her body.
but it did. And
It's like an uneven piece of flooring. This is not even a body. It's like a rock on the ground, and it just couldn't do it.
It tripped with something from the shadow realm, not even from this realm. It's just from somewhere fucking else.
I'm gonna get my
Cool.
Yu-Gi-Oh
Shadow
cards
banana
out.
peel.
Back to the shadow realm with you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's on the
Face
ground.
down in defense.
It
And
will
I end my turn.
begin getting up desperately in this kind of feral moment. It's your turn, okay? You're at the top of the round after managing to
Stomp
taking
his
out
ass.
indirectly half of the enemy team. Well, at least one of them.
Stomp its ass.
It's like
Uh,
epic battle music going for us, and then it just switches to them.
I love this combat.
Someone
Okay.
puts in the music mod.
So, that whole thing of so discontent was for till the start of my next turn, which is right now. But it doesn't say that I have a limit on how often I can do it.
Oh, yeah, there's no limit.
So I'm
it
gonna
again.
do it
Do
again.
it again. Yeah.
To the
Kill
to the
each other.
healthy boy that was attacking his buddy already.
You're my
Yeah,
favorite
do it.
bug
It's
creature
roll-
ever.
Roll bluff to beat his fucking ass.
That was a natural 20 for 33.
Yeah.
You continue doing this weird
Dissonant.
cicada sound,
Yes.
and you see how this creature kind of like looks around confused before you get the sensation that it's looking toward the one in the floor that looks the most vulnerable thing in the entire room to go for.
Telepathically, I'm gonna tell my friends to attack the one on the floor.
You hear the voice of Kasinkara somewhat desperately as he has the thing in front of her. You still have your action because I think that's a swift action, right?
Yeah, that's a move action
Move action, okay. Yeah.
to do that. So then my regular action is gonna be to shoot the one on the floor.
I mean, same, but with a sword.
17.
Let me see if you get anything from it being prone, though, because I remember
Okay.
there's that thing in...
There's thingy in 5e that says that.
Okay, so it says you gain a plus, like the thing that is prone gets a +4 to its AC against range attacks, but it's in front of you. Like it's there in front of you.
I'm like
laying
coup de
in front of
grace
you.
it.
Yeah. So just roll the normal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna get any bonus. It's
An unnatural 20.
Brutality.
Because I got
a natural 20.
No, unnatural. Dirty 20.
Unnatural, yeah.
Yeah, dirty 20.
You just fatality this guy.
Just
I
this
got
guy?
a 6 this time.
Nice. I'm so proud.
The
better than a
electricity hits it,
1.
and the electricity hits it, and you see that its shadowy shape flicker, but still remaining. Anything as a swift action?
What can I do as a swift action? I don't know what that means.
Change grip on a weapon or drop prone? I guess not.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Do
I'm
one
good.
push-up just for fun.
Showing up.
Gas hands.
Jazz.
Ne-
One-handed
Yeah, jazz
jazz
hands at
hands.
it.
Next one in the turn order, Amos.
I've got the big D20. I'm gonna stab it, the thing in front of me, on the floor. So this is a melee weapon. Do I get anything for meleeing the prone guy?
Yeah, you do get something. I think it gets... Actually, I think it gets a -4 on its AC
Okay.
against
That makes
melee.
sense.
I think it works that way. but unfortunately, I just closed the goddamn thing that had that information.
No, I'm just gonna believe you. That's fine. It's a what, 19? No, I'm wrong. It's a 21.
Math.
I stabbed this guy.
You it has an AC of 12, so yeah, you fucking
I stabbed it.
You fucking hit. Okay, roll your damage.
I feel bad for hurting this guy now.
Nah.
Don't.
I won't be in about 2 seconds, but where am I? Okay,
Believe
so
me,
it's 10.
You go to stab it, and as you hit, you feel some resistance in its form before the shadow dissipates, leaving nothing behind.
Now we have Confused Boy left, which I would
Yeah, which-
appreciate it if you guys murdered before it gets to me, because it's going to come after me for making the crazy sound at it repeatedly.
I like the crazy sound. It works really well.
No, your turn.
I'm gonna go with, now that I have a my cane will be glowing for the next hour. But with my free hand, I would like to reach out and once again try to channel that funky energy I felt before and go for mind thrust. So I'm going to need a will saving throw from Confused Boy.
Will save, sure. Okay. That's a 9 for a total of 9.
Okay, this is gonna be 2d10 psychic damage from your boy.
Let's go.
10?
2d10. Yeah, this is a great spell. Once I cast it at second level, it's 4d10. So get ready for that. 7.
Okay.
7 points of damage. Psychic.
7 points of damage. Okay. You do that, and in your vision distorts as you somehow like move toward it without actually physically moving, and you see its shape shivers, like almost dissipating for a moment, but still standing. Any swift action, any movement action, any insult that you want to shout at this?
Yeah, stay down!
I would like to just call out to my allies. Do any of you see that thing that was here before that's disappeared now?
No.
I don't.
I
Think
don't.
You see the thing?
The thing is not there, and even you, Kasinkara, that can feel movement, a vibration in the air in your surroundings, you don't feel a thing. It was a weird sensation that you had when that thing disappeared. After that, next in turn order, S.
All right.
You go.
There's only the one confused guy left, right?
Yeah, the one confused shadow spawn.
Cool.
Shade spawn, sorry.
Can I do the dirty trick combat maneuver with my pistol and use it to kind of just pistol whip this guy, like hit him right in the temple to like shake him or blind him or something like that? Like you can do shaken.
Yeah. You have to go into melee for it, but yeah, sure, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm fine doing that. Cool.
And you want to shake it?
So, like, if I'm looking at, so dirty trick, it's an unorthodox
yeah.
to hinder, and I don't think, like, if what I'm visioning is taking my pistol and like just hitting it across the head. So I'm thinking that would be out of what it gives, the shaken effect.
Yeah, I think it would be shaken effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. So that is, and I would assume I would just use like my melee attack bonus instead.
Yeah, you roll a d20 plus your attack modifier.
Right, but because I'm using my pistol as a melee, it's the melee bonus.
Mm-hmm.
No, not hitting.
No,
No. Oh.
no.
It's a 3 on the die.
Oh, yeah. You had to hit its AC plus 8, which would be having to hit at 20. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. I tried.
You run to it and you try to whip it.
How far
But-
away was it from me?
23 feet away. Actually, no, it would have moved 20 feet away.
Cool. I'll after seeing that doesn't work, move away. And I understand that provokes an attack of opportunity, but my mobility feat helps me out there. So let's see it try.
Hey, what? Okay. It's gonna try to do an attack.
I
Does,
understand that.
does a 20 hit?
Yeah. Just barely, but yeah.
Even with the mobility fit?
I've got a
Mobility
50. I've got 15 and mobility adds 4.
Yeah. So you will take.
Go ahead. Hit me.
Go
Do
ahead,
it.
try.
Do it.
You'll
Attack me
take
harder.
8. Don't ever say that. Please.
All right. Cool.
8 cold damage, which, reminder, will go first against your stamina points and then your hit points.
Okay.
And as it hits you, you feel like literally the heat of your body leaving you for a moment, and it's like having a very, very terrible cramp that turns into very painful stinging sensation. And because it is you are right there, it's its turn, so it's gonna try to go and attack you
Can
a.
Can I do something? Just as a
Sure.
curiosity.
Sure. What are you gonna do? I want to know.
It says as a standard action, you signal an ally within 30 feet who has taken damage from any attack at any point since your last turn ended. So does that mean it works like a bonus action?
No, a standard action would be like your normal action. Like-
Okay, so I'd still
Yeah.
have to wait.
Reaction.
I'd have to wait for my turn, even though it says after your last turn ended. I'm confused by the wording of this.
I think
Honestly,
it's
it
like
sounds like a reaction.
like the way it's said is like if
Copy.
it has passed like 2 turns after this person took damage, you cannot use it. It has to be like after like it took damage, is still on that same turn, you can do it.
So like within the time frame of the last
turn.
turn and then the one that you are starting.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. I got
Yeah,
confused by it, which is why I asked.
Yeah, no.
It's totally fine. Yeah, it's not like a spell that you can do anytime. It's just like there's a time frame that you're able to do it, and it's that.
Okay.
But don't worry, it's okay because
It's gonna attack me.
yeah, it's gonna attack S. That it was the nearest person, and I'm sure a 8 doesn't hit you.
Yeah, no, an 8, it doesn't hit me. I'm
It
fine.
tries to go. It's still shaken by the whole situation of the loud cicada sound.
Yeah, that's fine.
It tries to go for S, but misses completely, not even close. And back at the top of a turn order, okay.
So now I'm going to do the inspiring boost and redirect my cicada noise to S.
Okay. Okay.
So instead of it being a negative thing, it's going to be a positive thing. As that ally regains number of stamina points up to its maximum, equal to twice your envoy level plus your charisma modifier, which
You have
makes it so my envoy level is 2, so that is 4 plus 5, which would be
9
Nine.
stamina.
I'm back up
Yeah.
to full.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
You still hear the cicada sound, but now you feel in your mind like an inspiring sound. This thing now it is for you.
Shirin is a weird language. It sounds like cicadas screaming in the forest at night.
One of my favorite sounds. Unironically. I love cicadas.
At this point, as decided on which language he learns next.
Bug.
Bug. Any swift action?
No. And I'm not
Okay.
gonna do a move action either. I'm just gonna
Cool.
chill.
Stand where you are. Okay. Well, next in the turn order, Amos.
So I've killed the thing. The formerly confused boy is the last one
standing.
And how far away is he?
From you would be like between 20, 15 feet. Like
Well,
all of his combat, it's definitely on the range of you guys moving.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna go up to him, and I'm gonna attempt to intimidate, basically, for my
For
trick
your
attack.
trick attack? Sure.
Yep.
Roll.
So I rolled a 19, and my attack bonus is 5.
Yeah, about that. You probably do it. It's hitting the AC, right? Just a reminder.
20 plus my target CR.
Is the
Okay.
check that you have to beat, and then
So what's your total?
24.
Yeah, you get the trick attack on this one.
Yeah, okay, so
That's-
now it's this dice and this dice. 10.
Total
On the dice.
on of the weapon.
So 14.
You go and as kind of interpose yourself, kind of trying to look yourself more imposing than this creature, and it for a moment takes a step back, and you take opportunity of that step back to thrust your sword toward its neck and cut it right into the neck, and it dissipates the neck before the rest of the body just vanishes.
Despite the pink hair, I'm a very intimidating guy.
And you guys are out of combat.
Whew, we did it, guys.
We did
Yeah.
a thing.
Now we just gotta hope we don't explode.
Yep.
yeah.
Which
And-
would probably happen on the next episode.
Yeah, tune in.
Exploding or not exploding?
That
One
is-
way to
that
find
would-
out.
Only
That
one-
is the
one of
title
those two things will
of the
happen.
next episode. To explode or not explode? That is the question.
That is the question. Whether to his nobler mind to
I do
withstand the void. or-
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this episode of Homeward. If you like what we're doing and would like to support us, please consider becoming a patron. You can follow us on all social media. Sorry, at the Nerds.
On all the social medias, yeah?
All the social media. Yeah, we're all in all the social media as the Nerd Asylum, or also as the Nerd Asylum on Facebook. We join also the Discord to hang out with us, with our cast, and talk about things that may be
Exploding.
happening. Exploding in particular.
Yeah, we're surprisingly nice most days.
Yeah, and
Some of us don't
you know,
bite.
Yeah, none of us bite. So
Well,
I can't
nobody
go where my
eats
mind.
meat. Nobody
Oh.
eats meat of other people. You can also
Maybe.
share memes and just hang out in a cool nerdy Discord. And I don't know if there's anything else. Well, and if you miss any episodes past of the show or of our other live streams or cherry games or whatever, you'll be able to find it on our website or in the YouTube after a couple of days. So don't forget to check tomorrow for Spirit. And yeah, I'm not sure if anybody wants to plug something quickly or we're going to head out.
Always check out World Witch RP, Twitch, and Facebook.
All right.
Yeah,
Good
professionals.
night.
yeah.
Have a good night, everybody. Stay
Bye.
nerdy. Bye.